Minister in the Prime Minister's office, Indranee Rajah, has suggested that any revision to the parental leave policy would be considered only after employers have adapted to the current scheme, sparking mixed reactions from the public. Speaking in a CNA interview on 13th March, Indranee explained that parents are currently entitled to 12 days of unpaid infant care leave per year, as well as 6 days of childcare leave per year and 2 days of extended childcare leave. The government has also introduced 10 weeks of shared parental leave, with 6 weeks available this year and an additional 4 weeks next year. She said that employers may need time to adjust to these provisions. "That's quite a lot for the employers to deal with," the minister said. "I think it's important to let the employers run in the shared parental leave first, and then maybe we can consider and look at whether any additional leave is necessary." When asked about the possibility of increasing paid childcare leave for parents with more than 2 children, Indranee said the government is currently focused on rolling out shared parental leave, but noted that it could be considered at a later time. "For now, we are focusing on the rollout of the shared parental leave, which is quite challenging for employers," she said. She suggested that parents in need of additional leave should make use of flexible work arrangements, which she described as a useful alternative for those who need to take time off for childcare responsibilities. On the issue of benefits for unwed mothers, Indranee stated that they receive the same benefits as married parents, including the Child Development Account, maternity leave, childcare leave, and education assistance, except for the baby bonus cash gift and the large families scheme. The only two that they wouldn't have would be the baby bonus cash gift and the large families scheme, which is really intended to encourage couples to have more children, she said.
The only two that they wouldn't have would be the baby bonus cash gift and the large family scheme, which is really intended to encourage couples to have more children.
The minister's interview has drawn mixed reactions from the public, with some commenters took issue with the fact that Indranee, who is unmarried and does not have children, was leading discussions on childcare matters. Netizens questioned if she is the right person to be commenting on parenting policies. One commenter questioned Indranee's ability to understand the struggles of working parents. Is she married and a mother? If no, how is it possible that they understand the plight of working mothers? The user also argued that many working mothers do not have the flexibility to take leave as often as policies suggest, saying, "Do you really think a career woman will be able to leave their job very often? Sounds great, but is it realistic?" Another commenter wrote that having an unmarried person to oversee parenthood-related policies is an insult to parents. One commenter suggested that parental leave policies should consider the long-term challenges of raising children, noting that parents plan for at least an 18-year commitment to raise a child, not just the early years. The user pointed out that the government should assess whether there is adequate space, transportation, and time for working parents who must also manage heavy financial burdens. One commenter criticized the limited childcare leave for older children, noting that all working parents should be entitled to childcare leave until their child turns 16. The user suggested providing at least 10 to 12 days of leave for parents with younger children, and 7 days for those with children aged 12 and above. One commenter criticized the government's approach to encouraging couples to have children, arguing that beyond limited parental leave and partial cash benefits, little support is provided for parents. The user also pointed out that Medisave claims for childbirth have remained almost the same 10 freaking years ago, questioning the lack of improvement despite efforts to boost birth rates. The public reaction reflects broader concerns about whether current policies adequately support working parents, especially as Singapore grapples with a declining birth rate and a tight labour market. While the government has introduced shared parental leave, concerns remain about whether existing measures provide sufficient support for parents.